Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Bible Train Time. Now, I know the angle is a little different, and it has been a while, but there's been a lot of stuff going on, and just, I don't know, figured I'd come back, or at least for now. I don't know. But anyways, this time around, I'm gonna start a little series. Now it's gonna be called Wildflowers. Because you wanna know why? Because they grow everywhere. And you'll figure out more. But anyways, so I'm gonna start out with a little story. Not a Bible story, but it's a story, alright? Bear with me. A while ago, there was this lady planning an activity for a Bible class. Yes, for the kids to give their mothers for Mother's Day. She would shred a bunch of paper, mix some wildflowers or seeds in it, and then shape it up into a little heart. Now, she had plenty extra that had she put into a bin, and she ended up just leaving it in the storage room for a couple days, or even weeks. When she came back, there were little sprouts coming out of the soaked paper. Now, keep in mind, there was no light to help the seeds grow. They had no sun coming through the window. They only had darkness, and yet they grew. Okay, that's the little quick story. Now, the next videos in this series aren't exactly gonna be stories, but gonna be more fun facts. Okay, now I have a couple different passages. Got Matthew and guess Genesis, I think. Yeah. So start in Matthew. So Matthew chapter 1, verses 1 through 17. And yes, these are all of the names. Alright, now, the book of genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac, and Isaac the father of Jacob, and Jacob the father of Judah and his brothers, and Judah the father of Perez, and Zerah by Tamar, and Perez the father of Hezron, and Hezron the father of Ram, and Ram the father of Amminadab, and Amminadab the father of Nahshon, and Nahshon the father of Solomon, or not Solomon, Salmon. Yeah, I know, pretty fishy, right? That was a dad joke. That was a grandpa joke. Anyways, and Salmon the father of Boaz by Rahab, and Boaz the father of Obed by Ruth, and Obed the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of David the king. And David was the father of Solomon by the wife of Uriah, and Solomon the father of Rehoboam, and Rehoboam the father of Abijah, and Abijah the father of Asaph, and Asaph the father of Jehoshaphat, and Jehoshaphat the father of Joram, and Joram the father of Uzziah. You know, pretty sure, despite his name, Jehoshaphat may have actually been pretty skinny. I doubt there were any fat people back then. Anyways. Where was I? Uriah? No. Uzziah, right. And Uzziah the father of Jotham, and Jotham the father of Ahaz, and Ahaz the father of Hezekiah, and Hezekiah the father of Manasseh, and Manasseh the father of Amos, and Amos the father of Josiah, and Josiah the father of Jeconiah, and his brothers at the time of the deportation to Babylon. And after the deportation to Babylon, Jeconiah was the father of Shealtiel. You know, that was the first name I had trouble with. Shealtiel? I don't know. Anyways. And Shealtiel was the father of Zerubbabel. I gotta stop. Anyways. And Zerubbabel was the father of Abiud. And Abiud the father of Eliakim. And Eliakim the father of Azor. And Azor the father of Zadok. And Zadok the father of Achim. And Achim the father of Eliud. And Eliud the father of Eleazar. And Eleazar the father of Matan. And Matan the father of Jacob. And Jacob the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom Jesus was born, who is called Christ. So all the generations from Abraham to David were 14 generations, and from David to the deportation of Babylon to Babylon, 14 generations. And from the deportation to Babylon to the Christ, 14 generations. And that's it for Matthew. Now, I believe I have in here Genesis versus, because Genesis, what is that? Genesis 11. I haven't been in Genesis in a long time. I don't even think I lived back then. Wait, no. Oh, no. Never mind. That was bad. That was, I don't know. That was a dumb remark. Anyways, let's see. Was this 11? 10 through 31. Okay, so I'm not gonna read all of this because well, maybe I should. Should I? Yeah, I will. Don't worry. And in case you're wondering, no, I do not have a script. But you know what? Who needs one? Anyways, let's see. Alright. If you're following along, I'm in Genesis chapter 11. And I'm starting in verse 10. Keep in mind, even more names. Now, these are the generations of Shem. When Shem was 100 years old, he fathered Arpachshad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he fathered Arpachshad 500 years, and had other sons and daughters. When Arpachshad had lived 35 years, he fathered Shelah, and Arpachshad lived after he fathered Shelah 403 years. Okay. Alright, no, I'm not reading the rest of that. If you want to, go ahead. But these names are even worse. But, anyways. This one, I was just going through the descendants of Jesus. I was going to just do Matthew chapter 1, but that wasn't all of them. I had to go all the way back to Noah. I can't remember if I saw any recordings before that, but anyways. Okay, now, if you know your research, you know what King David did, right? Yeah, he had like 300 wives or something. And one of those wives, she wasn't even his wife originally. That lady was married to one of his generals or something. And her name was Bathsheba. Which is kind of ironic, actually. Because guess where David saw Bathsheba? Or first saw her? Yep. He saw her taking a bath. What a great king, am I right? And yet, Jesus is still a descendant of David, as you who saw in Matthew chapter 1. And you know, there are even worse people in those descendants, or in the genealogy. I forgot what half of them did, but I mean, just, you can do the research if you want to. But anyways, okay, now, ooh, trains. You get to see my new layout. Okay, now, I currently have the separately aged twins out. That makes no sense. Well, see, you know how identical twins work, right? Oh, why am I? Sorry. I'm used to holding it the other way. But anyways, you know how identical twins work, right? When they're born, they look the same, and they're born at the same time. Well, these children, they weren't really made at the same time, but they're still twins, because, well, they look the same. But anyways, I gotta get used to holding my phone like this. I'm used to, doing that. But since this one is going on YouTube and not Facebook or Instagram, this is gonna be weird. But anyways, boom. Still a slight mess, but it works. See, I just have one boring outside loop, but on the inside, I finally have piers. That's what those things are called. So, I got a little more creative than usual, you know? Anyways, so, it goes boom, then it loops around, goes up like a spiral, then circles back again, spirals back down, kind of straight, and there. You see? Now, to get it started, first, Luna. She's the one that sounds like a clock. Now, Clarence. Now, Luna, I got for free from a dead person. I'm not gonna say, darn it. Okay, hang on. Okay, you get to see this in person. Yes. Alright, and yes, this happens often. Oh, I see what happened. Disconnected. And in case you're wondering, no, I am not diagnosed. But there are times when I wonder. Okay, I should probably... Oh, come on, really? Oh, wait, I didn't... Okay, there we go. There we go. Done. Maybe. Nope. not quite. Yeah, I know this is probably the boring part. You can just shush it from now on. I was gonna say shut your pie hole, but nah, not my style. Just shush. And that should do it. Maybe. I don't know. That part's still a little janky, but I'll take it with me the rest of it. Still looking good. Okay. Rest of this looks good. Wait. Nope. Looking good. Oh, should probably fix that. And the rest looks good. We're good now. Yay! Clarence first, since he's probably going to complain. Throw a fit. That's it. Now, Luna. There we go. Isn't this cool? Now, I was thinking about having some play in the background. Like, every once in a while. Not everyone. No, let me figure out how to say this. Like I said earlier, I don't exactly have a script. Okay, so I was thinking about putting on like a meme thing in the background. Like, I have a TV down there. I'm not going down there to show it to you, because that'd be showing a little too much. But anyways, I have a TV, and I was thinking about playing like you know those videos where it's silenced, but every once in a while it's interrupted by something. Yeah, I was thinking of doing one of those things. Anyways, this is train time, not video time. Oh. Alright, so far so good. Maybe I can catch it going over. No, crossing over the other train. Right, there we go. Barely, but it works. But anyways. Oh, no, see him stop. Let's see who's gonna make it first. It's like Clarence. Not quite. There we go. Now, gotta wait for the ticking clock. See what I did there? Just sounds like a clock. Anyways, yeah. I'll stop talking. Lights out. Cool. And that, my friends, was Bible Train Time in episode 1 of Wildflowers. I don't know if that's copyright or anything. I don't know. But, yeah. I love y'all. And guess how I say at school. Except I'm not at school anymore. Just graduated the other week. Yay! I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I do, but it's taking a second. Anyways. I'm gonna say what I usually say at school. Howdy, good luck, and goodbye.